was gonna ask, where are you guys from? Not area, like background.
What, culturally?
Culturally, yeah.
Jamaican.
I'm Jamaican as well.
Jamaican as well. Wonderful segue.
Jammo.
Well, you said it, not me.
Jammo.
Because apparently we're not allowed to say that. So
Why?
that's what some of the people on the internet say, innit?
What, so you don't have to say Jammo?
Yeah, some people find it offensive. So
Wow.
Oh, really? Jammo?
Yeah.
What's offensive?
I don't really get.
Jamaica, Jammo.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the confusion is.
You don't understand a lot of things.
So Van's gonna play this clip here. Well, I saw that.
That was a mad shot. I ain't even gonna
That's
lie.
shot, you know.
What?
That was a mad shot. But yeah, I'm gonna play.
I don't know if you guys have seen this. Famalam. We'll play the clip and
Oh, I haven't watched it, but let me watch it.
yeah.
Let me watch it.
I saw like people saying that.
Yes, and welcome back to Countdown, the game show about spelling and ting. Sean, tell me, girl Carol, which letters you want on the bar?
All right then, Carol.
Why is she clapping her mouth like that?
Carol, I can
what they
put
do?
tool picnic in your barrel. Give me a vowel. And another vowel. And a
Why is she flashing her
consonant.
out like that?
And a vowel.
Vowel.
And another vowel.
Why
and
is
a
he singing?
consonant.
Taking
And a
a piss.
consonant. Give me a vowel. And another vowel. And a consonant. And a consonant. Now take two vowels and give your boom boom spin out.
Put it on the board, put it on the board, put it on the board, and a vowel, and a consonant, and another vowel, and a consonant, and a vowel, and a consonant.
You take it too far. You have enough letter up on the board there. Right,
Look at
Ebenezer,
Carol.
run the rhythm, Rasta.
Sorry? She's in front of the...
Why is she having her mouth?
No, this is... Why does he keep doing that?
They're playing a lot of music that I want to get up and dance.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Sean, how many letters in your word?
I have 6 letters in my word, and my word is buckle. Like, you know when you have a nice buckle again.
Wait.
Shelly Ann, how many letters in your word?
My word is penguins.
Excuse me?
Like them something that you find at South Pole or in the film, what the film name again? What the film again? Happy Feet.
Sensational.
Penguins.
brother
Okay, taking a
Ray.
piss, we're not dumb.
How many letters your word did have?
We can spell. Our schooling system is very good.
My brother Ryan has the right idea. That's a vibe still. Burn these letters and things and let's shake a foot. Come on.
Are we retarded? What's happening here? Alright, you know what? They're taking up for it.
No,
What's
a mockery.
What is this?
It's a mockery.
First of all, what show is this? Famalam.
Yeah, it's called
Famalam.
Famalam.
It's a
Damn,
mockery.
BBC Three.
Yeah.
But look what they're doing to their own self. It just shows you.
Oh, why? Do you think it's written by black people? Is that what you think? Do you think the producers are black?
One
course
of
Do you think
they're
the
not.
commissioner... Oh, are they?
Yeah. But do you know what it is? I don't know how much you know, so I want to get your
Okay.
true thoughts and feelings. Give it to me raw, unfiltered.
I found it funny though.
You would
But
find
I
it
found it
fucking
really funny. But
Oh, I'll be allowed to swear. Sorry.
if you deep it, it doesn't put us in a good light.
I don't think
it doesn't make us
I
look in a good
screamed.
light.
It's not...
You laughed.
You laughed it.
Be
'cause you
honest.
laughed.
I laughed at
What bit did
it.
you laugh at it? What bit did you laugh at?
No, I
so
was
we can
laughing.
clarify.
I was incredulous.
So no everyone could see.
The laugh, I was incredulous.
What
I
did
was
you
shocked
laugh about?
that his willy fell down. Because I was in shock.
That's probably the most offensive bit.
It is really offensive.
That's probably the most offensive
It's
bit.
really offensive.
Is
I
that
don't
what
think
we're
it's
known for?
funny. I think it's even past stereotypes. I think it's stupid.
I think that's what I said. It made us look bad.
100%.
Just for purpose of clarity, that's it's a sketch as part of the show. There's like, I think there's 5 or 4 episodes for this series, Vans?
Yeah.
So that's maybe like, how long is that clip? Maybe like a minute and a half, 2 minutes?
It's about 2 minutes.
There's so many more, but the reason I brought it up is because that clip was like the one that was promo because the new series launched on Sunday.
Yeah, I
So
think people are
just
complaining about it,
So
aren't
it
they?
reached like Jamaica High Commission, Jamaican like politicians. So, and I
Jamaican
feel obviously,
complaints.
I think Jamaica in the middle of
Election time.
elections now.
Yep,
So
they
right
are.
now,
Yeah.
it's a good
They
political
are.
football. Not saying they aren't rightly offending and they
Yeah,
can't be.
but it's a good time to
if I'm
speak
being
up.
suspicious a little bit, I do feel that it is good political football.
100%. It's a
And
good
with
time to
obviously the
speak up.
BBC and the whole N-word
Just
debacle
makes sense.
recently,
It
I
makes
feel like
sense.
any content on the BBC that's black is under massive scrutiny.
100%.
I can't tell you how to feel it. When it first dropped, yeah, and it's like this, I'll be clear. Some of the people on there are my people's, like my actual people's people.
Okay.
innit? So I do have a little bit of a bias, but I didn't find all of it funny. I found the Willy thing offensive.
I
That was
found it
like
offensive.
sexualization of black men,
Yes.
and
All the time though.
that
When will
there
it
looks
stop?
like to me like a white person's joke. That one there, like the hand of the clock drops down into
And
dick.
it's a black person's
so-
really, and we know it's big because he's black.
Because
That's
he's
not-
black.
it's
It
not
is. There's a lot
original.
of
For me-
stereotypes though on
For me, that's not original, innit? That's
Definitely
what it
not.
is, so-
Like, how have we got to 2020 and that's still a joke?
Yeah.
Like that bit was dead. The majority of it wasn't funny,
Yeah.
and not even because
found it a little bit
you would
funny.
laugh.
But that's fine though. You can find it funny.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, of course I can. I'm not gonna agree with her
Yeah,
because
we
she says what
always-
she
we're-
says.
we're chalk
Where
and
me
cheese.
and her are chalk and
Chalk and
cheese,
cheese.
like that's what it is. Like I found it funny. I don't look too deep into things.
Yeah.
Where Kelly will look deep, like with the example of me wearing Gucci.
You must
She has
stop.
a breakdown about it and will not go into the shop with me and will sit
Well,
outside
they're
of
gonna say
it.
you cooning. That's what they're gonna say.
Whatever. Then
Coondemic.
LV came out the other day. So what am I going to do? Dash down the LV bag? No, I'm not. I'm not because I spent a lot of money on it. So I'm not going to dash down the bag. But do you get what I
We're
mean?
talking
Dash just.
cheese.
But then I feel like all designers are that way as well.
Yeah,
I
but the
don't
ones
feel
that are
they-
outwardly, I'm not gonna go
but
into
they're
a shop.
outwardly doing it, but they all are doing it subconsciously. Majority are.
The one that had a whole gollywog will never see my pence.
Montclair. Yeah, Montclair. Listen, you know, we're not a monolith.
Montclair
That's the
wasn't good.
buzzword, isn't it? We're not a monolith. We're not all gonna think the same.
Of course.
We're not gonna. I just think other people think more deep about it. I probably make things a little bit go over my head as much. Like even when the whole people were saying more stories about things that have happened to them at work, I won't really think about it. I've never really suffered with any racism at work. But then it was starting to make me think and thinking back, and I'm thinking deep now. I'm more going deep. Like,
Maybe
was
you
that
didn't,
that
just didn't
time
realise at the time.
when you didn't deal with that? Was he racist? Like you're just thinking. Was he
racist?
Was he
Was he
racist?
racist?
Yeah, was he
Like,
racist?
do you
It
know
was
what
just
I
like
mean?
the
But
small
really, I didn't
microaggressions
feel
at
like
work.
I experienced that.
But you know, it also
That's
maybe
what it
not being
is.
disrespectful. Maybe you had a limited understanding, maybe like microaggressions,
Yeah,
certain things.
100%.
So as you get a better understanding, you're like, oh, rah, what you
Maybe,
said was
yeah.
yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
definitely the touch in the hair. Oh, like you know.
Yeah,
how
that's
did that
100%.
Oh, the drive-by hair
a
touching.
micro-
The-
Can I touch?
Can I touch your?
Ooh,
can I
can
touch
I-
your
Bruv,
hair?
bruv, that's a thing.
Oh, what are you eating and lifting up your food? What you lifting up? Don't lift up.
Yeah,
my food,
see,
girl.
that's
Don't nose dive
100%
my food.
American.
You know they at work
Microaggression.
they used to lift up the.
What are you doing?
try to touch-
They
Different
should-
types
they would
of
never touch
flavors
my
here.
food.
A different type of
They would
aroma.
never touch my food.
One woman, she tried to touch my food. I just wanted to shoot her.
You
What,
should
like
have
it's
shot her.
material in the shop.
Innit?
Ooh, catch me.
Even someone tried to touch my daughter's hair.
Merino wool.
All these, what are these? In
Yeah.
her, because the bubbles, you know.
Oh, the bubbles. No, don't
No,
touch.
don't touch my
Don't touch my
daughter's
tongue.
Yeah, but it's like that's
But
like you
it's a
said.
part of it.
You learn and understand like as you go and as you get new information.
Shall I play the other clip?
Which
Let
one
me
was
Then
it?
see.
there was because there was a double, like there was a balance.
Cool. Play the other clip and then
Yeah.
we'll talk a bit more. Play the other clip.
Yeah, go
So
on.
this is another clip
Yeah.
from Famalam.
I hope it's the right one.
Leslie, my sweet contactless.
I turn
Me
on
the
the
man you want. Me come rescue you from this loveless marriage. Bussoul!
Oh.
Well, you mad? Come here.
It's really bad.
This one's bad.
Are they gonna have a dance?
So,
This is bad.
What accent is this?
let's settle this. DJ Hey boy, you're not ready. You're soft like a teddy. Come in on your wedding, rip it up like confetti. Whip out me khaki, stick it right in her belly. Oh, care for one thing, and that's my girl, Leslie. That boy, I'm my girl. Fi have on fi hold. Me grab up poverty and she grab up me pole. Leslie, yeah, me love you like a truckload of gold. Leslie, you feeling me? That go mash up me soul. Seems like me hit a nerve. Leslie wants a real man, she now wants a turn. She wants a strong back man, she now wants a turn. She wants a real champion, not the absurd. We are look pan, what you are look pan. We are look pan, what you are look pan. We are look pan, what you are look pan. We are look pan, what you are look pan. 1, 2, 3, rise me gun so you can hear me now. Looks like Ryan fit the criteria. Nervous and shaking like him a malaria. He's not Jamaican, that boy's Nigeria.
Hey, you stop me there, man.
What the hell? Why are you enjoying this?
Alright, cool. So
You found it really fantastic.
she
didn't
does.
you?
She
loved
when
it.
when
She was like,
She was dancing.
when she heard some of the lyrics, she like, boy, yeah.
She was in the whole wedding. She was in the wedding. Wasn't
Yeah.
she?
Yeah, I was
You was
a part
at the
of it,
wedding.
but I
Yeah,
saw
but-
it. I saw what they were doing.
Yeah, he was vibes in.
I'm not even gonna. Do you know what?
Speaking
'Cause
man,
there's
go on.
I want to, and do you know sometimes with this position?
She
I'm
just
in,
wants to say that the white one was fat.
It's kind of the typical,
100%.
you will see
I'm happy you said
Jamaicans with. I'm being honest, when they want
You
their
can
passport.
speak for your community.
Oh no, I'm not speaking on behalf of all of us.
Yeah.
But the ones that
no,
do that,
but that's what you see, and
There
they
is
can't
that.
like
Does
you
it
double
exist?
look, and you're like, but I get it. You want your passport.
Okay,
Let
so
me
that
be
stereotype
real.
is
100%.
Okay, fine, yeah.
That it, and that's what they've done there, and they've done
Yeah.
it because that is what it is. That's what they see a lot of.
Yeah.
Do you think that we can be allowed to make fun of ourselves?
we should definitely allow to
We
be.
can though, Vans, but you know it is when we start stripping down
Bro,
ourselves.
I'm not saying anything. It's
I
just
don't know. I don't
it's just
know about
a
putting it out
blanket.
there
No,
and then
it's a
expecting
blanket.
them
It's a
not
blanket
to-
question. You know what it
To
is?
laugh at us though.
Because if I give you extra caveats and I go to you, both of the guys in that clip, one's Nigerian, one's from Ivory Coast, does that change how you feel about the jokes and the stereotypical jokes?
Because I'm from our side, yeah, I can laugh. If I didn't think that white people were laughing at us
Okay.
and it was exclusively for us,
yeah.
I would laugh because you're taking the piss, and sadly
It's
the shots
exclusively
are
for us.
close because they're
But I heard
correct.
what you said.
But it's not exclusively
it's
for
not.
us.
It's being out there, so
It's-
they're
it's
able to
on a-
laugh at us.
It's on a network that doesn't
Yeah,
belong
no, that's
to
what I
us.
don't like.
I hear
And
you.
it's out
I hear
there
you.
for everyone.
And even
That
though
is
we're
fair.
watching
I
it,
agree.
the real truth probably is
The majority of us are-
Famalam watchers are
And
not
now
really
they
black.
believe
Yeah.
those stereotypes are really real because we've just gone and done it.
We've confirmed
We've
it,
confirmed
and we're
it.
laughing.
That's confirmation. What that
100%.
was confirmation.
Yeah.
That it's
But it's
okay
hard
to
with like
laugh.
inter-community jokes because when Vans asked his question and I wasn't trying to jump down your throat, and the reason why I asked them is that I feel we're getting that bit of like loggerhead now where it's like I can banter my people, you can't banter my people. So we go wear
Yeah.
black, but then you do tribal stuff like different countries. So
Yeah.
if I'm Nigerian and Europe, I can talk about my people, but then Iba might not like it's,
Might not like-
as we
yeah.
start doing that because I was seeing a lot on social media where when I gave the background about where those guys are from, that was a problem. So it's like Africans making jokes of people from the West Indies, like
West Indies, yeah.
that was
Yeah.
a talking point. Not saying
Yeah.
that speaks for everybody in your community.
Yeah.
That was a talking point, and I can't ignore that. So I do feel like that when you add the extra caveat of maybe it's more white people laughing at us, and then you go, who made the jokes? It's not us making the jokes.
Right.
It's someone else making the jokes. I
And they're
think
not owned by us, and
Yeah.
it's not put out by us. We definitely don't own the BBC.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's
the last
100%.
few weeks have shown. Yeah.
TV license.
right.
Yeah.
So
I don't watch
that's
the BBC.
so that is
You don't watch
that's
the BBC?
my problem.
No.
So but our listeners
For
gonna
the
go, you don't watch
TV
the BBC, but
license.
you wear Gucci. They're gonna be on your head. They're gonna be on you.
She doesn't watch BBC.
No,
'cause
but
she
why
doesn't want to
why
watch it.
don't you watch the BBC?
Just because there's nothing on there. She
There's
says.
nothing on there. I don't watch. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
even
so
watch
it's
TV.
It's not even
it's based on the
it's not a
reasoning. innit?
choice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's
know what
not
I
a
mean?
conscious decision.
Because like
Yeah.
how many
Oh,
like,
yeah,
how,
no,
how
it's
much time
just-
do you invest in the BBC?
Wimbledon when it's on. That's it.
I do
Jesus,
that all the
great.
time.
And Famalam.
What, and not match of the day?
And you've got your TV license. Of
So
course.
do
Yeah, as
you
well.
do you like Famalam? No, not.
I
no
have
shades.
I have an actual bias. My people on there.
So if
I
your
do.
people, so if it wasn't your people,
Yeah.
would you find it as funny?
Probably not because you want to be as executed as well because my
Yeah.
niggas are
Because
funny.
it's your people. I hear that. No,
And
I hear that.
I've got to be brutally honest, but
Yeah.
like I spoke to my people. I didn't like the dick joke in the count. I think I didn't
Yeah.
like that. I
Yeah.
didn't rate that.
It just wasn't
And
necessary.
My brethren, after we had not a heated conversation, but a real conversation, they were like, they respect that because we can't talk. Then why are we really friends? Like, and I explain why I don't think that works.
Yeah.
It being dating. I mean, like I played football for many years. I'm sure Van's can attest to this. You have lad culture. Those are
Yeah.
the types of jokes you have in the changing room. So for
Yeah.
me, they're old, they're corny. So
Yeah.
just from a funny perspective, they're outdated.
Yeah.
And when you add the extra bit of like sexualizing black
connotation,
men,
yeah.
if you go in and go deeper, that's the problem.
Yeah,
But like I said,
100%.
for some people, I think when anything, if you watch more of their content, it's unfair if you guys go, don't you watch everything? It's quite on the nose and on the edge of a lot of things. So you're gonna have
Okay.
times when you don't get it right.
Yeah.
And
And
then
when you
times
do get it
when
right,
you
so that
do.
Nigerian, that one there, the funny thing is the first clip we played you came out and that caused a whole ruckus and commotion.
I saw the fallout, but I hadn't
hit
seen
all the
the clip.
blogs and that. And then by the Sunday, that clip come out and they started putting out loads of different clips which got loads more better reception.
Okay.
It's a show of 4 or 5 episodes,
Yeah,
about
it's
22
what it
minutes
is,
long.
yeah.
The one, even if you're justified in being upset, it's a minute and a half, 2 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
You know, and it's unfair on the people that watch that online because you don't get the totality of the show.
Yes.
You have a right to be upset.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, that's totally fine.
you didn't get the
you've
whole
not watched the whole
context.
show.
Yeah,
but a lot of
so
us,
don't.
we do have knee-jerk reactions. And if someone did something to my
Well, we
community,
all do. I do.
I would be upset in it and I'll be vocal. So what's the extra bit that I think we don't really speak on is I don't know what it's like for you lot, but there's always that talk growing up of like back in the day Africans weren't cool. To me that's madness, but a lot of people say this, innit? So we were the butt.
Do you know
we
what?
Were the butt of a lot of jokes.
Jamaicans were doing it
I saw
back
it.
then, but
Yeah.
now I feel like it's Africans.
Yeah. So we were the butt of a lot of jokes, and I feel like there's an unspoken thing where it's like we caught a lot of corn,
Yes.
so now
Yeah.
the corn can be distributed your way.
Yeah.
But I feel like
But it's so true. I feel like it's true.
Time has changed. We've shifted in it. So a lot of that type of content I don't think works anymore.
It shouldn't
One,
work.
just from a funny perspective, just it's a bit outdated.
It's
And two, we're in different
It's a
times.
bit
Like,
old and boring, isn't it?
look, who's probably a comedian I rate really highly? Someone like Dave Chappelle. He's not above like different sections of like marginalized communities being upset at his content.
Yeah.
So if someone like him can still get people be on him, what hope do you have as like a new creative doing
As
sketch
a-
comedy? Like, I know it might sound mad. I feel like comedy's at threat though, because funny should be funny.
because- Yeah.
That's
but
my
it's-
default. But I understand that like, if you're making jokes at my expense,
Am I supposed to laugh?
Yeah,
Am I
yeah.
not supposed to laugh?
Yeah.
If it's us laughing at us, is it okay? Are we supposed to laugh within us at each other? Yeah, comedy is at expense. My cousin is a comedian, and she often talks about how hard it is, and she's left the UK and gone to America.
what's your cousin's name?
London Hughes.
Oh, that's your cousin?
Yes.
Oh, we need to get London on the podcast.
She's
need
not
to
here,
talk
babes.
to London. She needs
She's
to
not
come
here,
back. London
baby.
needs to be in London.
Baby, London is not in London. London has moved to LA. I don't know when she's coming back, especially during Rona. But yeah, she left purely because it is under threat. And here, the opportunities for black, especially female
Of course, yeah.
comedians
Speak to it.
was little to none.
We had Jeannie Asheray.
And how long? And think not how old as in how old she is, but how long ago did she come?
Yeah, Little Miss Jocelyn. Yeah, those are the
you know what I
two
mean?
that
That's
come off
it.
top of my head, really.
Right.
Yeah.
When there's probably loads of talented
Of
black
course.
comedians that we're never going to hear of. So she left, and now she is killing it. She's filming a special with Netflix, and life has changed all because she left the UK. So I definitely
It's a
think
bigger pool. You've got more black people, and black people have been popping and in mainstream, even though there's still fights over there in the US. Not saying it's done,
definitely.
but there's more chances in it. You want to go to Hollywood. Why
Yeah.
would you not want to play you want to play in the biggest league in it? So you go Hollywood.
And they've
big
gone
leagues.
further, as in they've got whole production centers. They've
Yeah.
got BT.
Yeah.
They've got. Okay, I don't know the rest. But they've got. I don't know the rest.
It was funny, she was about to reel off the
Yeah, I
fact.
was like,
She was like, hang on.
I was like,
She was like, hang on.
I just see something.
okay, so they've got sections of ABC and NBC that
I
are
understand,
black,
yeah.
that have black figureheads there,
Of
but
course,
we
of
still
course,
don't
of
own them.
course, yeah.
So, okay, you're pouring.
Yeah, no, go on, keep talking. Good. Who
So
call
I
you?
get why you would go.
Yeah.
So here, I think it is under threat.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do laugh, and I think, no, that wasn't even for me to laugh. That's what gets me mad. It
Is
wasn't
that
for
like
me to laugh.
uncomfortable? Like, ooh,
It wasn't for me to laugh. It was for the
whoever.
couple that's sitting down with their children to laugh at us.
Okay, yeah. No, I get
And
you.
that's what annoys me.
I get you.
To be honest, I don't watch hardly any comedy. I don't watch hardly any TV. I'm really
Yeah.
boring. I watch cooking shows,
yeah, that's your bag, don't it?
MasterChef, and killing shows.
What true crime things? Okay, no, true crime is a big genre in TV and podcasting.
Killing shows.
If you want a niche podcast, don't come and start talking about Black Twitter. Go and do true crime. If you want to
Listen.
bust.
Not even
Killing
not even
shows.
True crime. She
Law
said
and
killing
Order.
shows.
Killing shows.
Yeah,
Law and Order. CSI. Actually, I don't want CSI anymore.
yeah.
Those type of shows, and like cold case, like actual real life killing detective getting away with it.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
No, I
So
hear
yeah,
you.
comedy.
I mean, what I was gonna was obviously we spoke. You were saying about like at people's expense. Are there any comedians or any jokes or any shows that we've watched traditionally growing up where the joke wasn't on someone? Is there funny content where it's not at someone else's expense? Is that possible?
No.
'Cause I was sitting there
I
trying
don't
to
think
think
so.
that like,
I think it's always been at someone. Comedy has always been at someone's expense.
Yeah.
I
But
can't think of anything that's not.
because
Like-
growing up that era of like Def
Bro,
Comedy
like, at
Jam,
the end of the-
like that stuff wouldn't work now. Like I would still find it funny, but like I know
I will forever
the
find it
social
funny.
media climate, it
do you
wouldn't
know
work
what?
right now.
Yeah,
Can you
you see,
imagine?
someone
Can
like
you
me,
imagine Twitter?
Yeah.
someone like me, yeah. If I find something funny, yeah, regardless of how offensive, it could be offensive to my own people, yeah.
If I laugh,
Bro, if I laugh, I laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if
Because
it's
like
funny,
at the end of the day, it's like it's a natural reaction. Like
Yeah.
I found it funny, so I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah. And we can dissect it after, but not
after
straight
a
away.
while,
Yeah.
after a while, you're gonna be like, all right, cool. I see the issues with it, but
Yes.
I'm still gonna laugh. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna be the person that's gonna be like crazy about it.
Yeah.
Like context is important in it, and
Definitely.
like whoever's dishing it out, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you have the right to do this? And
Yes.
all other questions pop up in your head, but sometimes it's just like, right, fam, I laughed. I ain't even gonna lie.
No, so that's why
Do you know what I'm saying? I laughed.
preferable to like that. I like when, even this is really basic, but a reel or a Snapchat of us doing us. So like, you know, like Nigerian parents be like,
Yeah.
and then they do, I can laugh at that. Jamaican parents be like, see, because that's coming from someone in their own self, talking about their own self,
their own experience.
and I would laugh at all day. That irritated me. But us laughing at us,
It's
for
relatable.
us is relatable. Even if I'm not Nigerian, I can laugh. I can know, oh, Auntie blah blah does move like that.
But the thing is that like London, we all kind of grown up together, innit?
It's similar.
So like, if you're not Nigerian per se, but you see a meme like that, you're like, rah. Like I used to go to my friend's house,
100%.
and this is exactly
that's
what
what happened there.
the mum was like, or vice versa.
Yeah,
it's
because
literally
it's
just
real.
that.
But that's real because that's that person's actual life. I know obviously some of them will have a real experience, but that there is no one's real experience.
No one went to someone's
at the wedding. But it's funny because
No, I know.
no,
I
that sound
found
clash is funny
so
because Donnie. Because what's real in the
But
sound
the
clash?
sound clash was really good.
Is that he pulls out the Nigerian passport. So growing up, that was a joke that like Africans were pretending to be Jamaican.
Jamaican.
So
Okay,
that element
okay.
of the sketch is
He's not
funny
even
because that's
Jamaican, he's
relatable.
Nigerian.
I
Yeah.
agree.
You know, so it's like you're a fraud. You want to steal my girl Leslie. You're trying to pretend you're pretending to be Jamaican. This time you're actually
you're
a
not.
Nigerian.
Yeah,
I want to
so
know
that
how he had
punchline.
man's passport. I want to know how he took man's passport.
Man had the so maybe he's Nigerian and low as well because you know what they say about us.
So true.
You know, I feel like
I get that.
there's not even a bit. There's quite a lot of hurt with
I
our
laughed.
communities.
I ain't even gonna lie.
We need that truth
that
reconciliation
wedding
a little
one.
bit.
Yeah.
I liked.
The wedding one. What about the?
The wedding one,
So what
I
about the
really
previous
I
one?
just like the
The-
music. I would have had that in my car. I would have played that in my car.
Okay, so
As soon as man was like, "Puss your," she was like,
oh, no.
she fucked up. She was
Yeah, she's like,
What you
She is a yardie.
I am a yardie.
She's a yardie.
he's like,
Andrea is a yardie. See, no. There's a difference between
the real her's
Jamaicans.
coming out, but
Yeah.
she closed the place. No.
There's a difference between yardie, Jamaicans and yardies. This is a yardie.
Yeah.
And what are you?
prim and proper, uptown.
Do you believe
Oh, you're
that?
uptown,
I
babe.
believe that you're a bit of downtown when you want to.
No,
be.
she's uptown during the day. She'll come and mingle downtown for the raving.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hang out.
Uptown.
I don't want to ever get my Snapchat out.
If you get your Snapchat.
Don't we can do that after.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah, don't worry. Come on. We've got
I'll
that.
definitely show you that she is not uptown and she is more downtown.
Excuse me, I know I'm uptown in the day.
I'm definitely uptown.
Uptown
in the rave.
daytime?
You're definitely
Sipping
downtown.
on Ray
in
and
the
Ting
rave.
in Margaritaville.
I mean, definitely. Come on, it's Ray.
Hold tight,
it's
Jamaica.
Margaritaville.
Soon come.
We're
Soon
going
come.
in.
December.
What I would say, Jamaica's influence is crazy, massive. I love how, even if it's a little bit annoying, how on Black Twitter, the people were riding out for what they felt was offensive.
Yeah.
It was a big story. It reached the Jamaica political scene. But like I said, these things, not saying they haven't got a right to be upset, 24-hour news cycle, because by the following day, a lot of the same people that were going, this is quite offensive, a lot of the other stuff they found funny. Not saying anything wrong with that.
Because
you're
it
allowed
wasn't
to
about them
find
all
one
of a
offensive.
sudden.
But it was
they didn't
Because
feel
it wasn't
like they
about
related
them
to
all of
that.
a sudden, so it's funny.
some of it was, and some of them were like, maybe you should have led with this sketch, because I think leading with that sketch made it seem like this is going to be what the whole series is going to be about. So I think,
and it's not by force to find things funny.
You don't have to find
if
things
you
funny.
don't find it funny, but you find the next week funny,
Then-
cool, innit? I'm not going to judge you on that.
Exactly.
It's just like, bruh, the
You don't
first
need to be
one,
all the way
I
offended.
didn't.
it was just
I
like,
don't know.
yeah, it was just in
I
bad
think because
taste.
we're
and-
talking about it, I've probably looked more deeper into it. But if I was just watching that on someone putting it on, I wouldn't have thought this deep.
I think it's like generation.
I just think I would just watch it and laugh.
No, I would cuss.
I'm more like that.
I'd be like, what is this?
Yeah, but
you
that's
cast,
that's
but
your
I'm just-
natural reaction. You found it funny and you laughed. That's it. There's
Yeah,
nothing wrong
that's
with
it.
that.
Yeah,
then
that's me.
Then I gave you a bit more context, and you said, I think maybe.
Like I saw straight away what they were digging at.
Yeah,
like I
digging at
saw it more so with the second of the wedding. Like I saw it because I think like that.
Yeah.
When I look and I'm on the road and I see that guy, the Jamaican
The Rasta
with
man, and
with
his
the Rasta man,
license
and
plate says "Ja," and
then you've got the white woman in your car that
Swell
looks,
that looks like that.
that looks mashed
said
up.
swell
Do you know
up.
what? I don't have a problem at all with interracial
Half
relationships.
my family's.
I don't have a problem at all,
Disclaimers.
but it's when. But I will
Sorry,
look at
y'all.
any man with a woman and she just looks a mess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will look
How
at
does
it
it
and
get
I'll be
there?
like,
No, but I
"It's
like
worse,
that honesty though, because
I'm real.
those characters, they're recurring throughout the previous series, innit? So the guy Leslie, like the guy that says, he's Nigerian.
Yeah.
Him and Leslie are together, obviously they're getting married, whatever. Previous, there's a sketch where the other guy he was clashing, they're both walking with their two larger white women.
Okay.
And they have like a battle, like, you're looking at my woman, you're looking at my woman,
Oh
you're
my
gonna take.
God.
What are you look,
Oh, so that's a recurring song.
So that's a recurring thing
Right.
through the series,
Okay.
but that one, I saw people trying to say that was offensive. I'm like, if you're saying that's offensive and you're upset at that and it's taking maybe the mick out of Jamaicans, even though I say that people can be offended, then in the same breath, you can't tell me tomorrow on Black Twitter that when black men date interracially, there's a disparity in like how the women look, because the maths isn't mathing for me.
The maths.
That's what I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
Innit?
The maths isn't mathing
Because
if you're
that
upset.
stereotype is there. Because and you know it is. Maybe next series they change it and we have Tunde and Femi,
Yeah.
because that will still be accurate as well.
Yeah,
Because you
100.
said straight away when you see
But they've had
the first-
scenes of that.
not like that, not like that with the two big white ladies and that, and it was their girl because they're both playing Jamaican characters. They both got dread. I think it's having dreads and that in as
Yeah.
well. Those things,
Yeah.
and when you look at history, how racists have been treated in Jamaica, they're used for tourism, but in
100%.
reality in Jamaica, they're not treated how they should be treated.
Yeah, they're frowned upon.
They're frowned upon. If you know the history, you understand why like
of
people
course.
can find that offensive in it.
Yep.
So I get all of that, but that stereotype exists in it, according to you guys,
Of course.
or not.
It
So
is
let's
there.
pick
It
if it
does.
exists or
There.
not.
It does exist. 100%.
It does exist.
So I've seen a lot of black women
100%.
joke on us, be like, oh yeah, when black women date interracially, like Donnie will look a certain way compared to like
100%. They're not going to find the most bust out of shape white man. They're
Jesus
not.
Christ.
What?
Bust out. Why did you have to say bust out?
Because they are bust out.
You really
They
didn't
are out
need
of
to say
shape.
that at all. She never, at no point did she need to say bust
Are they
out.
within a shape? Are they busting out? Are they
You didn't need to say bust
Busting
out.
out the
bust
bando.
out? Can you put the thing?